The finals just had its brand new update 5.12. We'll cover some additional details with that. We also have some new updates with the Road to Esports. There's some additional social updates that I'll go over, as well as of course our last minute mentionables that will cover a few additional things from the community. We got a ton to talk about. What's up world, it's Utopia back in with another video. Today we're checking out all things the finals. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Let's get into the official updates, where yes, of course, that leads us onto the opening statements from Oscar. And yes, of course, it is Thursday, so we got both the World Tour update and the brand new update, as it was the latest that was pointed out here by Oscar. But he does mention here that we have the bonus XP Fiesta and Sponsor Showdown. So the TDM event is ending, but they're not slowing down. It's time for the bonus XP Fiesta, which will last now until the end of the season. You'll earn 200% XP for daily contracts, and up to 150% XP and fans for the gameplay. That should help people wrap up their battle pass or even sponsor tracks. And of course, they do mention with Viant support, they have managed to stop CNS intrusions, but they are passing that on to the Sponsor Showdown. But now it's a battle for the arena. So we're going to have Viant, Disun, and Isolt in that arena for the World Tours. And at the beginning of Season 6, all contestants will receive a reward from the winning sponsor. So kind of cool, there's going to be some additional fans to earn there to help push your sponsor to victory. Of course, they do have the new update 5.12, where he has gone over several things here like balance changes, slight buffs, and even ADS issues. We do have the brand new store rotation that I'll go over in a minute, where there was 2 last-minute updates here. These come from Dusty saying that PC players were crashing and they were working on a fix. However, they have since solved that issue, so that was now live, and they did the small update for PC. Moving on to the actual patch note side of things. Of course, we did have some balance changes with 5.12. We had the Model 1887 have its damage increased from 11 to 12. They also decreased the lever action animation from 0.85 to 0.8, which should increase the weapon's fire rate from 70 to 75 RPM. They now had that time to analyze the model's performance on live. They felt that they weakened the weapon a little bit too much. That was definitely the sentiment there, so glad that they have tried to fix it and nudge it back into a better place. The recurve bow also got an increased damage per shot. When the bow is at max draw, it goes from 120 now to 124, with the base damage now being at 60 still. That does cover for the balance side of things, so just those 2 weapons there. We also had some content bug fixes. Animations got some reworks with the secondary animation. That is for the spear if it was activated right after using it. There's also some impact animations that would constantly play after blocking a shot with Riot Shield. There's a bit of cosmetic updates here, some overwrites to colors, some issues where team colors wouldn't update when changing color blindness setting. Also, Concrete Smoke Model 1887 skin had an issue with the left hand remaining static in midair. For gameplay, they fixed item equipment, ADS, and swapping issues, some invisible objects with collisions. We also again had a map section here. Seems like Kyoto is still getting performance updates, with the rest of the maps just getting some small fixes here. Bot labels, trophy names, collisions, invisibility collisions, and jump pads spawns in Las Vegas. There was an overall performance instability fix. Rare animation crashes. They also added AMD Anti-Lag 2 support, so quite huge there for the AMD fans out there with FSR. Again, it doesn't currently have frame gen, but you are getting FSR 3 and now anti-lag, so you should have some reduced latency there. They also made an improved performance for large friends lists. It seems like that was causing a bit of issues there. The massive ones here are under rendering and settings. There's better reflections and intros. They fixed some unintended post-processing effects, but a massive requested one here was the no AA option to disable anti-aliasing. A lot of people don't like anti-aliasing or TAA, etc. If you didn't know, basically DLSS and upscaling methods like FSR actually do replace AA. Weirdly enough, sometimes I've seen both TAA and upscaling options in games, which there really is no point to that. You should never use AA in combination with an upscaler, because that essentially replaces anti-aliasing. That's why you have terms like DLAA, which is deep learning anti-aliasing, or any of the upscaling tech realistically, as that'll just make your game even more blurry. There's also Epic Game Solutions like TSR. But yeah, if you don't want to use any upscaling method at all, it is under the upscaling section, where you can now disable AA. They also fixed video input settings on Xbox. They did more security updates with the anti-cheat. They also fixed squad UI not showing properly. And the store had added 50 Akimbo monochrome edge skin. It looks like they are at least labeling when you have those hidden skins now. Essentially, they have added certain skins that aren't on the store, but just in the customization screen. Looks like they might be labeling those now. Now yes, we did get the brand new store update, where that does include the Lawless Legacy set, 9 Lives Left, which is a new cat pet, the Prism Break set, Pablo Power set, and the Polar Paradox set. So a lot of new things in the store there. There's also one new change here, where on the multi-buck screen, they did change the UI layout. So if you see now, they actually do showcase outfits here, as well as the multi-bucks alongside that. People seem to have different outfits depending on which they've already bought, as other people I've seen have had the Avada skin set, where I here have the Permafang Prowler set, as I've already bought the Avada one. Moving on though, we do have some social updates here. Well, first up, yes, because it is Thursday, we are also getting a live stream from Oscar. Now, as of recording this video, it has been live, or it is live currently. You can check that out, maybe depending on when I get this video out. He is calling this a no-voice stream, as he's completely lost his voice and the doctors order him not to speak. So you should expect facial expressions and paint explanations to make up the lack for screams. Kind of a funny stream there overall, so it should be quite fun. Again, I'll include a link to both the Twitch and the YouTube channel live stream. Moving on though, we do have the community mentionables, last minute mentionables, and community feedback. This first one I definitely agree with here with the XP Fiesta. The graphic doesn't really fit the finals aesthetic, and the font just gives off, like this person says, mobile game vibes. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they went with this font, and definitely not a fan of this one. Hopefully they don't use it in future ones, or they do end up changing it. I really like their italicized font, so I hope they kind of go back to that. As yeah, this one definitely does not fit the finals themes, aesthetic, and font. We have another post here over on the subreddit. This one is the main highlights for the finals major. Now this actually isn't happening for quite some time. A lot of people thought it was going to be happening a lot earlier, but as mentioned here, it's not starting until Q4 2025. Of course, there's a 100k prize pool, opening qualifiers, anyone can compete. There's also going to be an in-person LAN event that will take place more so in the ending, not just in the qualifiers, of course. Now with Season 6, of course, we're getting enhanced private match experience, an updated spectator mode, and even a ranked tournament privacy setting. So a lot of adjustments there to make sure that they're ready for the majors. Moving on though, we also have this post here, which talks about how much do new weapons cost each season. Is it going to be 2,000? Typically new ones are around 1,400, 1,800, sometimes 2,000. Some people have pointed out that it could be even 2,400 or 2,200 VR. I actually do hope they bring the cost down of VRs or either raise the max cap. I do feel like for new players, it is really hard to gear up another class. I've had this example as I've really only played the light class, swapping over to some medium for some new footage. Even though I was maxed capped at 5,000 VRs, it was actually quite hard for me to gear out that class or make several weapons for it, as I wanted to try a few out. Yeah, more than likely I probably should have been spending my VRs or keeping up with that, but that does kind of show me the new player experience. And I feel like overall it was just a little bit too hard to earn VRs and also spend them, at least with that cap in place there and trying to switch classes. I'm hoping they either make it easier to earn VRs or bring the price down of them. I've heard this complaint from the community before, and I know that they want the new player experience to be better. I hope overall either they let you maybe either earn some free kits there, or at least give you an abundance of VRs when you're first playing. I do think that will help the new player experience a ton. Last up here, of course, we do have those mentionables for my community. We are doing some catch up with the Star Models page. First up here, we have Double Barrel Shotgun, which with the all white and red aesthetic here, has quite the cool motorcycle outfit vibes. Even tying in with the weapon, yeah, this one looks really good overall. We also have this one from Kindred Prune, and he did drop this during the CNS events. Definitely matches the aesthetic there and played on several different outfit choices. Even throwing in the computer emote definitely ties it all together. Overall, it should about cover for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, like, subscribe, and until the next one. Deuces!